3 things that should never miss at your Indian wedding in Italy. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Svetlana from Best Indian Weddings Italy, the first and only wedding planning agency in Italy specialized in Indian weddings. Every day I help Indian brides and grooms-to-be realize their authentic celebrations in the most beautiful country in the world. I'm running this series of videos called SOS Indian Weddings in Italy with useful tips and advice that you won't find anywhere else. So, if you are looking to host your Indian wedding in Italy, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to always keep updated with the new videos every week. The topic of this week is 3 things that should never miss at your Indian wedding in Italy. When Indian couples decide to get married abroad, most of them do that because they want to have an intimate wedding with just those people they care about the most, instead of inviting hundreds of guests they are just obligated to invite. And this main reason of escaping large traditional celebrations back home oftentimes makes them overlook a very important aspect of any destination wedding. The experience. Yes, the experience of the country you decide to get married in, as no country is the same, and each of them offer you different experiences to live and to make your guests live. And if we talk about such a beautiful country, also rich with culture, history and traditions as Italy is, also known worldwide for its breathtaking views, postcard places and romantic atmosphere, then you definitely have to create an amazing Italian experience for your guests, an Italian adventure that they will talk about for years to come. I sometimes find myself talking to couples who just want to bring India to Italy and whose main inspiration is repeating the same wedding that they would have back home, but just in a different country and with less invitees. And when I bring the aspect of the experience out, they tell me that getting married in Italy is already enough of an experience. And when I ask them to specify what they mean, they can't, as if just traveling abroad was an experience. For this reason, I decided to focus on the real meaning of a destination experience today, and specifically on the 3 main aspects that make this a true experience, and that you should never miss at your Indian wedding in Italy, in my opinion. The very first thing to make sure you have at your wedding is the beauty of Italian landscapes. I know, it could sound like a no-brainer, but it isn't. Not all the places in Italy offer panoramic views all around, and sometimes couples don't even understand where a venue they are considering is located. Or maybe while trying to find the cheapest offer, they end up going with, yes, a nice restaurant or even a venue, but one where they are delimited in a closed space, and where the only view they have is of the pool, if any. I travel a lot through Italy to visit new venues and to select those that could potentially work for an Indian wedding. And I have seen many that an Italian couple would surely appreciate, but which I wouldn't suggest for my Indian couples. Italians have a different approach to weddings, and having a view is much less important than having good food. They can enjoy those views all year round, and when they go to a wedding, they expect to eat well and to have fun. And for this reason, if a venue is located in the middle of private houses or at the outskirts of a city, near the highway, or inside a property with high walls to not let external people understand what is going on inside, they don't matter, as long as the venue is famous for its food. Not that Indian people care less about food or having fun, but traveling abroad must be worth it. And what will their first impression be when they enter your wedding venue? The view, of course, the panorama, the beauty of the surroundings that will lead them to immediately take pictures with their phones to keep that beauty in their memory. Our eyesight is the first to be involved at a destination wedding. And you wouldn't surely want that your guests say that your wedding would have as well been held back home. I always say that a good thing of Italy is that you're just spoiled for choice of amazing venues with breathtaking views. There are so many of them, and for different budgets, so that every couple is potentially able to find their ideal wedding venue. Of course, you must do a thorough research, and sometimes it could be exhausting and time-consuming, and not all couples are able to manage that on their own. For this reason, we offer a venue scouting service to make sure you choose your ideal venue with every aspect taken into consideration and without going crazy with so much research to do. This service could definitely be a valid solution for those couples who are afraid of making wrong choices or overlooking some very important aspects. So, if you are interested there is a link in the description. The second important thing that you can't miss at your Indian wedding in Italy is Italian food. Yes, and even if you want to have full Indian food for some of your wedding or pre-wedding events, not having Italian food at all would mean missing on a large part of the Italian experience. Italian cuisine is famous worldwide. Everyone knows it. And especially you have the unique chance to taste real Italian food that you can only find in Italy. So why not take advantage of this opportunity and not offer your guests some of the delicious Italian dishes? Couples sometimes ask me for full Indian food at their wedding, and that's absolutely fine. I know the tradition requires Indian food at least after the religious ceremony, but then you have other events when it's not strictly required, and I highly recommend adding some Italian food. I always say that your guests can have Indian food every day back home, and many of them would hardly go to an Italian restaurant in the UK or US, but would rather just buy some pizza that nothing has to do with true Italian pizza. I'll never be tired of stressing that your guests must be offered a full experience at your destination wedding in Italy. And for this reason, Italian food is a must-have. I have done a video about how to complement your Indian wedding with Italian food. I suggest watching it for some ideas and inspiration. Indian people often don't know what to expect in terms of Italian food, and they think their guests would not like it. But then, when they taste it, they change their mind, because Italian cuisine is so rich and various, and it can also be spicy if needed. The most important thing is having the right suppliers willing to create special menus for your celebrations to please even the elderly or those guests who have never tried Italian food before. You won't regret it, believe me. And what is the third aspect that you can't miss at your Indian wedding in Italy? The holiday time for your guests. Yes, holiday time, even if they come for a wedding. For many couples, bringing their dearest people to Italy also means spending quality time with them that wouldn't be possible if they got married back home. In Italy, instead, you have the possibility to share the time together outside of the events, or even at breakfast if you stay all together in one venue, for example. And since your guests come all the way to Italy to share your joy and happiness, they definitely deserve to be looked after, to feel relaxed and not rushed, to enjoy their stay in such an amazing place. Isn't it true? For this reason, it's important that you or someone for you takes care of your guest stay and their program apart from the events to make them enjoy Italy and its beauty. From my experience, many guests decided to remain in Italy for more days to have their proper vacation. But even if they would only stay for the days of the celebrations, it's always nice adding some visits or tastings, doing some activities with your guests where you can share experiences together. Because an Indian destination wedding is like a family gathering, and this holiday aspect is very important in my opinion. In fact, for many of our couples, we often organize tours and activities, and especially we make sure their guests are happy and relaxed, because when the guests are happy, also the bride and groom are happy. Don't you agree? That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video that I hope can truly help you with planning your amazing Indian wedding in Italy. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe to my channel, follow Best Indian Weddings Italy on Facebook and Instagram, comment in the post, and I will be happy to answer. See you next week!